right, it is time to find out what new shows are available to stream this weekend. We're going on vacation, so like not together,
No.
but you're not going to be here.
I will be here.
You
are starting your vacation in like, I don't know, T-minus 3
That's
hours
right.
or something.
I got a couple of things to stream this weekend, and this week we have a show about terror set in the time of World War II. Then we have a CBS all-access dramedy about 3 housewives. And last but not least, there's a serial killer drama series based on true stories, which I think has Anne-Marie's name written on it.
Yeah, I think 2 of them do. So here to walk us through all of this is Krutika Mallikarjuna. She is the senior editor at TV Guide. And I feel like you haven't been here in a while. Like,
Yeah,
not with us anyways.
Where you been?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where have I been?
Well, let's get
busy.
down to it because we got a lot of work ahead of us.
I was like, I gotta catch you guys up a lot.
First up, we have Terror Infamy. It's an AMC horror anthology. It is back for its 2nd season. Let's play a little bit.
Some more of the pictures that I took turned out like this. What am I doing wrong?
If you asked my old professor, he'd say it's a combination of a slow shutter and a shaky hand. If you asked my Jewish mother, she'd say you've been taking photos of things you shouldn't be.
You ever hear of a thing called the weekday?
Anywhere you go, it follow you.
It's a sign.
Like an omen?
I'm into it.
Yeah, this is, you know, in case you guys missed it when it came out last year on AMC, The Terror was this like slow burn horror series that sort of like became word of mouth buzz. And everybody was like, the first season was such a complete story, like how are they gonna actually keep it going? And they very cleverly flipped it into an anthology series. So the 2nd season really has nothing to do with the first. You can jump right in on season 2 if it strikes your fancy. And it's really great because it takes the, you know, terror of what it's like being a immigrant who is suspected by your government and takes that sort of setting that's rarely looked at in American history and then puts these horror elements into something that's already horrifying. And I gotta say, if you're a horror fan, like The Terror Infamy has one of like the most beautiful homages to Japanese horror that I've seen on American television.
Wow.
So like really is gonna appeal to horror fans, really is gonna appeal to history buffs, really is gonna appeal to anyone who cares deeply about immigration right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and Japanese horror is legit. I mean, it's some of the scariest stuff around. So this might be. The other one was not set in this time period. It was
No, the
completely
first
different.
one was about a ship called the HMS Terror and the foolhardiness of this English captain in the 1800s who wanted to discover the Northwest Passage, and they go on a doomed voyage, and the supernatural stuff there turns out to be a lot more of like the Inuit folklore, and like it's a story about colonialism.
Okay, all right. Very cool. All right, next up, Why Women Kill. It's a new series from the creator of Desperate Housewives, Mark Cherry, and of course it's on CBS All Access. Let's take a peek.
The meatloaf's delicious. Penny for your thoughts.
I was wondering when you'll die. You could be hit by a bus, or have a stroke, or get stabbed in the chest.
Ooh, all right. So our producer Ross loves this. What is this? Tell me what's going on.
So if you are a Mark Cherry fan and you know, have seen a lot of Desperate Housewives, the sort of tone and style of Why Women Kill would be really familiar to you, but it has a very different setup. In this show, it's about 3 women who have all lived in the same Pasadena mansion over the decades. So there's 3 different timelines, 3 different storylines, and it's about all of these women who, you know, come to this mansion at like sort of the height of their lives, only to discover that their world is sort of crumbling because of, you know, their husband's infidelity or inability to tell the truth, or, you know, perhaps hidden homosexuality, and like all of these dramatic sort of events spin out, and it provides a really great look at relationships through the eras. It's fun, it's soapy, a lot of murder, a lot of fun.
I like the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, the look is very cool.
Yeah, very saturated.
Yeah. Okay, so lastly, we have season 2 of Mindhunter.
About time.
It is the show based on the FBI profiling of serial killers in the 1970s and 1980s. It's sort of like the emergence of profiling as a science, if you will. Let's play some of it.
Found someone to take over who will be very good for the BSU. He wants to expand the unit, and he intends to make our approach practice.
Tell me, who's the one you want more than anything? Manson. I'll get you Manson.
This is $100,000, and it's all yours if you help us identify the persons behind the murders of our children in Atlanta.
Another child reported missing in Atlanta. I'm sending you both. I want you there for the duration. So all these children, one killer.
I believe that to be the case.
It's statistically rare for serial killers to cross racial lines.
It's also statistically significant that the Klan kills black people.
Last season ended on a harrowing note. The harrowing note is that Anne-Marie couldn't get past the first couple of episodes.
I know. This is my genre, and I don't know what it was. I couldn't stick with it.
You know what? It did have a very slow beginning and like maybe 2 episodes too many, which is a problem they're very conscious of in season 2.
Okay.
And you know, we've been waiting like 22 months, and the season is 2 episodes shorter than the last one.
Oh.
But so they hit the ground running.
They hit the ground running because like all of the scene setting is done.
The scene that's what I wanted to know. The scene setting in the first season, are we seeing some payoffs in season 2?
Yeah, we are. But I will say that like we're jumping a little ahead. We're going to pick up right after the season 1 finale, but we're moving on to new sort of open cases that they're solving. While the tie-ins from like the interviews of the serial killers last year, those are going to come tie back together.
What do you mean new? Because I see that Damon Harriman is playing Charlie Manson.
Yes.
So
we're also going to see like Son of Sam. We're going to see a lot more about the Atlanta child killer. We're going to see the BTK killer. Like it's a, you know, sorry to use this pun, but a murderer's row of like new talented character actors.
Wow. No, this Anne-Marie, you will love it. I can't wait to talk to you about it.
Yes.
And I think you're probably going to be obsessed with it once you get past those first couple of
It has a slow beginning, but once Anna Torv shows up, my girl Anna Torv, like Fringe shout out right here, like you know, she's amazing. She needs a new showcase. Mindhunter is it. Once she kicks in, you're gonna love it.
One of the things I found really remarkable about the series is there are a number of FBI interviews with serial killers that are behind bars. And a lot of those interviews, the real interviews, exist on YouTube. And if you go back and you look at the YouTube clips of the FBI actual interviews and how well they're portrayed in the series, you'll be shocked. It's not only accurate, the actors that they hire to play these serial killers could be them.
The Son of Sam, the actor they have for Son of Sam, whose name I'm blanking on, it's gonna come to me in a second. But like the side by side I saw this morning, I was like, oh my God.
Right.
This literally looks like the police photo colored in and saturated.
Wow. Yeah. Sort of badly for that actor. Guess you're only going to be playing one role for the rest of your career.
Typecast forever. Serial killer.
Krutika, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good thing we didn't know his name.